Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today in MMA and UFC news, Mike Perry gets into a brawl on live TV in Russia with Magomed Ismailov. Here's the clip.
I'm too fast for you. Come on. Why you flinching?
Поехали, говорит Майк, тихо. Алло. Все.
It looks like Deiveson Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno 4 is in the works for UFC 283. A recent tweet by Rodrigo Gonzalez confirmed that the final stages of the deal are getting done. Can confirm final arrangements are taking place for Brandon Moreno versus Deiveson Figueiredo 4 to unify the UFC's 125-pound title on January 21st, 2023 at UFC 283. First show in Brazil since March of 2020, first in Rio since May of 2019, and the fourth fight between in a little over 2 years. Michael Chandler has recently come out and said Islam Makhachev hasn't fought anybody great, and there's a little too much hype surrounding his name.
Nothing against Islam, like you said. You know, you say he's great. You say he looks, you say he looks unbeatable at times, but daggum, he hasn't really fought anybody. You know, that's really the truth. He beat number 14, and then he beat Dan Hooker, who was on a 3 or 4 fight losing streak. And now people will say, well, one of your wins was against Dan Hooker. So, what are you talking about? I fought Dan Hooker at a different time. He had just went 25 minutes with Dustin Poirier, who at that time was the number 2 lightweight on the entire planet. I'm not saying that he's not that good. I'm just saying that we can't say that he is that good yet. It's premature praise.
The Schmo recently interviewed Sean O'Malley's coach, Tim Welch. Here's what he had to say about O'Malley's fight next month against Petr Yan.
The excitement levels are through the roof, Schmo. We're ready to go. We got a big opportunity. This could be a very iconic moment, and we're prepared for it top to bottom.
Well, you got Petr Yan. He's the number 1 ranked guy. You got Sugar Show. He's number 12. Do you automatically think that you're most deserving of a title shot getting your hand raised in Abu Dhabi UFC 280?
If we beat Petr Yan, undoubtedly, we deserve the title shot.
There it is, defiant like that. But how do you see this thing playing out? We know Petr Yan, he's not the fastest starter, but he goes through guys. He finishes guys. What version of Petr Yan are you expecting to see out there, Coach?
We're going to see the best Petr Yan there is. He's a Terminator. The last person he wants to lose to is the Pink Poodle. So he's going to come ready to go, but we'll be ready to go also.
The Pink Poodle?
Pink Poodle, Sugar Show.
Where'd he get that nickname?
From Petr.
He gave him that nickname?
Yeah, he did.
Wow. He likes his dogs at least. So Petr Yan, though, when you are training for this man, what credit would you give him that he does well? What are his strengths that you notice when you break down the film?
Petr has no holes. That's the thing. Top to bottom, I would say pound for pound, he's probably skill-wise the best in the UFC. He's a mean striker. His wrestling's very good. His jiu-jitsu's very good, and he's just a Terminator. So Sugar's gonna have to be dialed in for 15 minutes and bounce his knuckles off his head for 15 minutes, stay out of range, and poke at him the whole time.
In a recent clip uploaded to social media, Israel Adesanya shows off his unique training. Here's the footage. Robert Whittaker insists that a third fight with Israel Adesanya is going to happen. Whittaker said, "I'm hunting that title shot. That's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm always going to be doing, because that's the only up direction. I'm a fiend for progress. I just want to move forward. I want to move up. And whoever's got that C above me, whoever is above me in the ranking is my next target, obviously. I'm the most dangerous man in the division. Izzy, he's the champion of the division. He beat me in the last fight as well. He's a great fighter, but I'm the most dangerous man. I can beat anyone in the division. That last fight against Israel, I got within a hair's breadth of taking everything away from him. Just the fights that I've been in and the opponents that I've had, I'm not just beating them, I'm flogging them. And I'm not a big talker or anything, but mentality-wise, that's what I do when I go in there. I don't go in there expecting to leave there. That's why a lot of the injuries I have when I leave the octagon is because I've done them to myself. Throwing too many kicks or throwing too many punches with reckless abandon, it's just how it is. Israel's fighting the exact same way he has always fought. He's a picture-perfect defensive striker that uses his physical attributes perfectly with the way he fights. The only difference is that he's fighting much higher quality guys, and they're harder to stop, harder to go away, a bit tougher. He's always fought that way. He's always fought defensively safe, and he gets the win. I guess that's what you want. I know that I have one more shot against Izzy, if that's what it is. Or if he gets dethroned, I definitely have another shot at gold. I think getting that third fight with Israel will be a deciding point for that or whoever else it is. On a recent episode of the Weighing In podcast, Josh Thomson speaks about Khamzat Chimaev's move to 185. Here's the clip.
Khamzat officially moves to middleweight, at least it appears that way. He posts with a 185 and the punch thing and the bang emoji. It's funny, Nate here replied, "Duh, I retired you from 170, dumb."
I mean, look, we can talk about, everyone was like, oh, Nate would have, Chimaev would have ragdolled him, blah, blah, blah. Look, he can't make the weight. You're 8.5 pounds over. 7.5 because you get the pound allowance. You should have a significant upper hand on somebody when you're 7-8.5 pounds over. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, you're the younger fighter, you're the more let me repeat that. He is the younger fighter. Nate is 37 years old. He should be able to beat Nate. Nate's never fared well against wrestlers ever in his career, neither did his brother. Never fared well against him. Now, Chimaev's got the better, I don't think he's got the better striking, but he is faster. He is more explosive, probably has bigger power. But I don't know. I think him going to 185 is what's best for his career.
Paulo Costa recently reacted to a video posted by McGregor showing off some recent sparring footage. McGregor posted the clip with the caption, "Live from the Hot Factory." To this, Paulo Costa replied with, "Why your spars eat every single shot, LOL." In a recent interview with UFC News, Aljamain Sterling breaks down some of the fighters in the Bantamweight division.
The Birdman, the young eagle, the young prospect. A lot of people got a lot of hype on this guy. I think any good old-fashioned American wrestler is going to be able to handle a guy like that. He's strong, he's talented. He could be a future champion for sure, just like his older cousin. But right now, the king's on the throne. Mr. Sugar, I think Sugar is full of flavor. He's got some good style. He likes to wear these colorful things with his hair and things like that. But he's got some serious skills. He's talented. Sugar is more of the hammer. We haven't seen him as a nail yet. When someone actually gives him back a little pushback, we'll see how he's able to handle some adversity. We saw when he hurt his little leg, he fell down and collapsed, and he went night-night real quick, I think he's good, but maybe the hype could be a little bit too much. But we'll see how he does with a guy like Petr Yan. Figueiredo, Mr. Iron, I think a legend. That's really the best way I can explain a guy like that. He's done something. One of the little guys in blue who came over to the UFC and was still dominating competition. I look up to a guy like that, and he's one of the guys I mirrored my style off of in the early beginning just to learn from him. And legend of the sport, man. I would love to train with a guy like that. Ricky Simone's a super tough dude. I think he really turned a new leaf and really elevated his game when he got rid of that stupid mullet. I feel like that's what really helped turn it on for him. It was as soon as he cut the mullet off, his game just got better exponentially. Yadong, he's he knocked out Marlon Moraes. At this point, it's who hasn't? And this has come from a guy who's been knocked out by Marlon, so I don't know of anything too spectacular about the guy. I think he lost the fight to Cody Stamann, so I'm not really sure how good he is, but also that could be a testament to how good the bantamweight division is just everyone's that close in competitive skills.
Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.